So how do you create a brand that truly represents who you are and the products you sell, as well as building a business that you can scale online? That is what this podcast will help you do. My name is Henry Kaminsky Jr., and welcome to the Brand Doctor Podcast.
Let me just make this statement loud and clear. Jersey's here, Jersey's here.
What is going on? Hope everybody is having an amazing day today. Man, I'm going to take a second today and take a break from all the branding stuff that we're talking about on the show. And I want to bring in this particular topic of the 5 things I stopped doing that helped me scale my business to 7 figures. And what helped me get from that 6-figure mark to that 7-figure mark in just about 18 months or so. And then never looking back, and just full steam ahead. Okay. So it's not so much about like how you get there, like how you need to understand or how you need to do Facebook ads, how you need to design your logo, how you need to design your funnel, how you need to design your website and your social media identity, and how to put together your social media platforms. It's not so much about that. Because that's like, you could Google that stuff and they'll give you the step-by-step playbook and it's pretty easy to execute. But what's hard, and I struggled with this for years, was my mindset, my attitude, me getting in my own way all the time, doing things I knew I shouldn't have been doing, but I did them anyway. And ooh, did I get a beating for it, right? I was my own worst enemy through a good portion of my life. I'm 40 now, but man, I got to tell you, it wasn't until my mid-30s that I really started to see the light and make the changes. And so I want to talk to you about some of the things that I stopped doing that really helped me scale my business to the 7-figure mark. And I want to share that with you. I can't speak for everybody. I don't know if all of these are going to apply to everybody or other people experience this as well, but this is what I've experienced. I'm going to share them with you right after this quick message. If you're a business owner who feels your branding isn't truly representing the value that you deliver, check out this free video training that will help you level up your brand's messaging and online presence so that you can start attracting higher quality clients. Visit www.uniquedesigns with a Z at the end, not an S, .net/level up my branding. All right, guys. So what are the 5 things that I stopped doing that helped me scale my business from 6 to 7 figures? Well, let's go with number 1. Okay. I stopped blaming everybody and everything. And I started taking responsibility for everything. I remember the days when I was designing for clients and, it was never my fault that there was an issue with the design or the print, right? It was always the client's fault. Always, right? Wrong. It's my responsibility. It's my project. Whether it's whose fault or not, it doesn't matter. You have to take responsibility, Henry, and you have to make it right. Forget it. Forget everything. That's it right there. How about this? I kept blaming my past for everything. Oh, my mom wasn't such a great mom, and I have now girlfriend and wifey issues because my mom didn't, wasn't around that much growing up. That's all bullshit. Knock it off, Henry. What are you saying to yourself? What are you making these excuses up for? So I stopped blaming people and stopped blaming my circumstances. I stopped blaming the economy. I stopped blaming everything else, and I started taking responsibility for every single action. Period. And it changed my life. It really did. The next thing I stopped doing was I stopped trying to do everything my damn self. I couldn't be everything inside of my business anymore because you could only do so much as one person. I couldn't be the printer. I couldn't be the delivery boy. I couldn't be the bookkeeper. I couldn't be the accountant. I couldn't be the designer. I couldn't be the leader. I couldn't be the project manager. I couldn't be the copywriter. I couldn't be all these people inside of my business. Try to master all of those things at once and tell me how far you get. So I had to hire out. I had to start to build a team. Otherwise, I was just going to stay making, I don't know, was I making at the time maybe $5-6 grand a month? That wasn't fulfilling me. That wasn't allowing me to live the lifestyle that I wanted to live. And so I said, I need to figure this out. I need to hire a project manager first. I need to start hiring designers. I need to start hiring developers. I need to start hiring copywriters. I need to start hiring a bookkeeper so my books don't look like ass at the end of the year. And then I give it to an accountant. The accountant wants to charge me quadruple because it's a goddamn mess. No. Build out a team. Build out that board of director. And let them help you. You want to help people so much, Henry, but you can't accept the help yourself. Why? So I opened up my trust door a little bit wider, and I started trusting people a little bit more, and I started letting people in. Now, I got burnt a few times, just like everybody else. But I kept it moving. I'm not going to let 2 or 3 burns bother me. And I'm going to keep it moving. So I stopped trying to do everything myself, and I started to get help. Right? The other thing that I stopped doing was wishing everything was easier. Oh, I wish designing websites were easier. I wish designing funnels were easier. I wish, working with clients was easier. I wish, the process was simpler. No. I stopped wishing things were easier, and I started wishing that I was better at those things. That was a Jim Rohn quote that came into my life a few years back, and it resonated with me so deeply. I was like, Henry, what are you doing to level up yourself? What are you doing to level yourself up as a person, as a son, as a husband? I didn't have Dante at the time, so he was out of the question. But now I say, what am I doing today to make myself a better father? So when I was going through my shit a few years back, with my business and in my personal life, I started hiring coaches and therapists. I had a coach for sales. Tom Black, awesome dude, OG of sales, right? Hired him years ago. Helped me with my sales acumen. I needed a marketing coach. Who'd I go to? I went to Russell Brunson. The dude's crushing it. Yeah, I want to learn from him. Yeah, what's it cost? $25,000 a year. Okay. I'll put in the investment. It's the only way I'm going to get better. What about a business coach? Hello, Christo. What's going on? You build $85 million with your agency. I want to learn from you, dude. You probably know a thing or two about business that I don't. You've been in business 25 years. So I started getting better at business, better at marketing, better at sales, better at being a human being because I went to therapy. I went to family therapy with my wife. I went to individual therapy by myself to get rid of those demons in the closet. So I stopped wishing shit was easier and I started wishing that I was better. And I took action on it. I didn't wait around for the fairy to come along and sprinkle me with some dust and say, Henry, you're all right now. Go on with your day. No, I put in the work. I stopped treating people the way I did not want to be treated. This is probably the biggest one of them all that helped me scale from 6 to 7 figures. I stopped treating people the way I did not want to be treated. I catch, now I catch myself, but back then, probably 3-4 years ago, I was the biggest micromanager. I would hire somebody, to do a project around the house, or I would hire somebody to do some work for me, for my business website, whatever, right? And I would micromanage the shit out of them. And I'm like, no wonder why my clients are micromanaging me. What goes around comes around, doesn't it? When I would get people, when I would go and get quotes for jobs or I would quote vendors for rendering a service for me, I would constantly be nickel and diming them. Why? Because I would watch my father go to the flea markets when I was a kid, and we'd go to Canal Street to buy my clothes in New York City, and he would be nickel and diming the Chinese guys on Canal Street that are selling the bootleg Nautica shirts for $12. He was like, I'll give you 10. That was my dad. So I was like, I got to be a nickel and dimer. I have to save every nickel and dime I can. So I would do that. But then when I got into business and people started doing that to me, it became so frustrating. It was so annoying. And I couldn't figure out why I was getting nickel and dimed all the time till I looked in the mirror and started to evaluate how I was treating vendors. My eyes got bright and wide. And I stopped nickel and diming people. And when they said, well, Henry, it's going to be, $700 to do your, fall cleanup, I'm not going to argue with them. Here's your check. Here's your Venmo. Get it done. It's an easier life. Man, everything changed. Everything changed. So I stopped treating people the way I did not want to be treated. It's the golden rule. It's the golden rule. Live by it. Be the client you wish to attract, especially if you're in business. Okay? Last thing is I stopped doing things for the wrong reasons. Okay? I stopped doing things for the wrong reasons. There was a big chunk of my 20s and early 30s, I would say early to mid 30s, that I would do things just to try and impress people. Hey, everybody, look at the car I drive. Hey, everybody, look at the shoes I'm wearing. Hey, everybody, look at the clothes that I'm wearing. Hey, everybody, look at the restaurant I'm going to. Hey, everybody, look at the vacations that I'm going on. Can't you tell I'm successful now? That was so wrong of a move. Nobody cared. Especially the people that really cared about me. They were the ones that were saying, what the hell are you doing? Nobody cares. Just be you. Like, We liked Henry, the Henry that used to call us up on a Sunday morning and rallied 10 kids together to play football in the park. Like, we remember that Henry. That's the Henry that we love. Who's this guy trying to like flex all the time? Like, nobody cares. Listen, if you like that stuff, Henry, then do it because you like it. Not to try to impress a family member, not to try to impress your colleagues or friends. Everybody knows I like my stuff. But the days are long gone that I need to post it on social media so everybody could see how successful I am. Bullshit to that. I'd rather share with you these vulnerabilities. I'd rather share with you these stories because I think they're much more rich in purpose than me showing you what kind of truck I drive or what kind of house I live in or what vacation I'm going on. No. I stopped doing things for the wrong reasons and started doing them because I wanted to do it. It filled me up. It benefited my son. It benefited my wife. It benefited my family. That's what I started. That's when things started to change for me. Okay? So here's some things that I want you to think about as we wrap up today. I want you to start delivering on the promises that you make to yourself every day and begin there. Okay, when I was a kid, I always half-assed things because I had no patience. I still don't have any patience, but I learned from my mistakes. And instead of just rushing a job to get it done, now my attitude is do it right or don't do it at all. So here's what I want you to do after this episode. I want you to check your attitude. I want you to check your mindset and see if it's in the right place. Because that's what's going to help you scale from 6 to 7 figures. It's not the next course. It's not the next how-to. It's your attitude and mindset. I hope you got some value out of this one, guys. This one went a little deep. But it's the truth. When you stop doing these things, chances are you're gonna level up in ways that you never thought you could before. So this is what I did. And this is what I stopped doing that really helped me design a life and to design a business that I'm really proud of, that's been successful, thank God, and that has really created a lifestyle that I'm really happy with. And I'm always trying to improve it, but I'm really happy right now. And I want you to feel the same happiness. I can't do it for you, but I could guide you. I could share experiences like I did today to help you connect with something and to let you know that it can be done. So have an amazing day, guys. Check your mindset and check your attitude. And I'm wishing you the best, because I know you can hit those goals that you're looking for, And you could achieve that 7-figure success if that's a goal. You could achieve everything you want in life if you put the effort in, devise a plan, and get after it. Love you guys. Talk soon. Hey everyone, this is Henry Kaminsky Jr. again, and really quick, I want to invite you to a one-on-one consult with me right now if you're looking for the clarity and focus you need to build your brand. Over the past 13 years, I've served hundreds of entrepreneurs that have great products but struggled tremendously with articulating its value to their ideal customers. You didn't get into business to just change a few lives, did you? Your ideal clients need you. And when your brand has precision-crafted messaging coupled with beautifully thoughtful design that sounds, looks, and feels like you, they'll know you're the perfect match for them. If this is something you're struggling with, what I want you to do right now is pause this audio and go visit www.uniquedesigns with a Z at the end, not an S, .net, and book your one-on-one consult call with me. Remember, the quality of your brand will determine the quality of your clients, and the quality of your clients will determine the quality of your life.